Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome to Jacqueline Valdez Live. I'm so excited to be here today. So today we are going to be talking about the connection between beautiful skin and a healthy lifestyle. And I'm so excited for our guest, Miss Dr.Rahi, MD. Welcome.
Thank you.
How
Thanks
are
for
you doing this morning? Beautiful?
Good. How are you?
Good. Doing well. I'm so excited to have you here and to talk about just skin and how important it is because, it is the largest organ, and so many people don't really realize how much having that skin be at your best can make you feel very confident and make you feel very empowered and just really make an impact on your life and your lifestyle.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. What made you decide to go into this industry? Did you know from a young girl that you wanted to do something like this?
Well, my focus is integrative aesthetics, so it's beauty, health, wellness. And I've always wanted to be a medical doctor, that's for sure. But this specific, specialty was something that transformed over time. When I started med school, I had a different idea of where I was going to be, but I also had a different idea of what traditional medicine was as well. And once I kind of went into the traditional system and realized that the system wasn't really focused on prevention, wellness, healing, then I realized I had to make a change. And that's how it transformed into what I do.
I love that so much. And I love that you said, wellness and taking a different approach to it. And it's just a whole embodying everything, your whole lifestyle. It's not just one thing.
Yeah, it's total lifestyle.
What has been the most story with someone that you've worked with that has made such an impact in your journey and who has really touched you deeply?
Oh my goodness, I have so many stories.
Oh.
But there was one incident when I was a resident, and we would do clinic. It would be a weekly clinic during residency,
Mhm.
and there was a patient who was my age, but and at the time I was in my late 20s, and she was just perpetually sick. Like, she was unfortunately morbidly obese, and throughout the 3 years that I took care of her, with the tools that I had in the residency, she wasn't getting better. She was just slowly worsening over the 3 years, but sort of like, she had diabetes,
Mhm.
morbid obesity, high blood pressure, and then with that, those three diseases comes other things too. So she was on a lot of medications, about 2 to 3 pages of prescriptions. And for 3 years, I would say she just slowly, progressively worsened. And it was just kind of sad because she was my age, but she just didn't know. And at that time, I knew to a certain degree, but not really. And I didn't really know, outside of what I was doing in residency, I didn't really know how to help her.
Wow. Wow. I love that story. Yeah. And it's so amazing how you have this one body, you have this one life. So why not treasure it and make the most out of it and make an impact every day helping others? And I love that you're doing that all the time and that you're hearing all these amazing stories and get to make a difference in people's lives.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, of course. So, what tip would you give someone who is wanting to, do like a complete wellness and who is wanting to make that change in their lifestyle so that way it is being ageless, really, and just finding that connection of mind, body, spirit, and being?
Well, there's definitely a lot of things you could do, and there's not one thing. So it's going to be a process. It's not going to be overnight. So if you're trying to change your lifestyle from a specific, maybe unhealthier lifestyle and try to go towards wellness and health, um, I wouldn't even know where to begin. There's just so many things, but I would say definitely find an integrative wellness doctor in your area, or I even do virtual consults. If you're not in Beverly Hills or Los Angeles, that way you have someone to hold your hand, as you make these lifestyle changes.
I love that you said that. And you have to be patient with yourself, which is such a huge thing that you had also said in the beginning of it. and then finding someone that you trust and finding someone to hold your hand and help you along your journey.
Exactly.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing to do being in the community?
What do you mean by that question? Do you mean like favorite thing to do on my spare time or when I'm in clinic?
When you're in clinic.
With my favorite thing to do in clinic, I mean, definitely some of the procedures we do because I love procedures. I still really love doing PDO threads. It's the procedure is really nice. The results are nice, and like I said, I love doing procedures. And then just running, day to day business is also kind of like an interesting, something that I didn't necessarily learn in medical school residency is running a business. So just like learning that has been fun.
Wow. Yeah. How do you stay so centered too, doing so many things? And what do you enjoy doing on your free time? Hello,
I
kid.
definitely like to work out on my free time when I can, but this past week has been so busy. Um, Staying centered, I meditate at least 3 minutes a day. I take my supplements, magnesium specifically. The the one that if there's no other supplement that you take, it should be magnesium. And eating good food. Um, that's pretty much the
Nice.
basic. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Is there something that you would recommend that's different for people that are in their 50s or people that are in their 60s? Because I know that's something that some of the viewers had sent questions about and were asking about if there's different lifestyle changes or different supplements that you should take, which I know you kind of just touched about with the magnesium.
One of the things that I think is really important is, and a lot of people probably don't know this, is that waking up the same time every day is very helpful in keeping your routine because having a daily routine is kind of essential to success. So, waking up the same time every day and trying to sleep the same time every night will help your sleep, which in turn will just help your health overall. And it's going to establish a routine for you.
Oh my gosh, I need to start doing that. I have been having such an off sleep schedule lately, and it's definitely as you get a little bit more years of experience, it gets a little bit more challenging.
It does, but sleep is super essential, and keeping your sleep schedule as consistent as possible is super hard, but super doable and very important in order to kind of have a very successful and efficient lifestyle.
I love that so much. Is there anything that you are planning for the future coming up for goals and stuff like that, or events?
Um, well, we do have an event September 12th at our clinic. It is called Cocktails and Cool Peel. And so Cool Peel is a new laser that we offer. It's a resurfacing laser. So that's something that's exciting that's happening. Um, Long term for the career and the practice, I want to eventually I'm going to be doing a retreat next year in Greece, a wellness retreat. So hopefully I can get into that space a little bit more. And the last thing is I actually restarted my own podcast too about 2 weeks ago. So that's going to be exciting.
Very cool, very exciting. And I love that you mentioned that you're going to be going on a retreat. That's actually something this conversation was meant to happen because that's something actually I'm exploring. I teach yoga and Pilates, and I also do dance. So that's something I'm looking into wanting to offer around the world too.
Nice. Well,
Yeah,
maybe we could do that together.
I know. Maybe we could work together. That would be
Okay,
awesome.
cool.
Awesome. What things do you do personally for your skin? Besides, I know taking care of yourself, sleeping well, taking your supplements. Is there anything topical that you do or anything vitamin wise that you do? Because you have such beautiful glowing skin.
Thank you.
You're
Definitely wasn't always like this. I struggled with acne growing up, and there were periods where it did become cystic. So, and that's painful. It's not just aesthetics. It's like painful. It's uncomfortable. Um, but for my skin, I definitely have multiple things that I do. I have a very meticulous skincare routine. There's vitamin C involved, there's retinol involved at night, there's sunscreen, moisturizer, a really good face wash. I use both a combination of Skin Better and a brand called Rationale that's from Australia. So those are the two brands that I've been using recently. There are a lot of brands on the market that I like,
Right.
but what I'm using right now is working really well for me.
Nice. Yeah, your skin is definitely glowing. And you see like so much stuff on social media, on TikTok, on all these pages about certain skin cares and stuff you can buy over the counter and all these different trends that are going on. And so many people see someone with beautiful skin and they're like, okay, I want to use that product now. And then they're sold on that product.
The problem with TikTok, and I guess it's just going to be something that we have to deal with, is these are short videos that people are giving their opinion about one product, and then that goes viral. And that's good for the business, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you should be doing. My recommendation is always to use medical grade skincare. Um, and really, the best way to get that is from a medical clinic.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Do you notice that diet, it also plays a huge role in how your body feels and how your skin looks and just aging better? Do you find yourself following like a Mediterranean diet, or do you find yourself doing more veggies or not dairy or gluten or anything like that?
My diet is pretty clean in the sense that it's balanced, and that's what I always recommend. Um, Trying to eat. I don't eat 3 full meals a day. I do believe in intermittent fasting.
Mhm.
I don't. I used to be more meticulous with it. I'm not as meticulous, but I still do it. So, um, just trying to eat my food to be as unprocessed, so as whole as possible.
I love that. And I feel like it makes the world a better place. I feel like when you're eating healthier foods, you're being more conscious, not just about your body and your well being, but also
Mm,
the earth too.
I agree.
What things inspire you?
Well, I have animals. I love animals, and I think they
Mhm.
inspire me. They're just so sweet. And um, I would say exercise inspires me. It just makes me more motivated and makes me feel better.
I love that so much. What is one thing that you would want to let the viewers know that they might not know about you?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, you guys know that I'm a dog mom and a cat mom. So that's one fact. And let's see. Another fact, I was raised in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, wow, very cool. I love
Thank
that
you.
you love the fur babies. We love our fur babies. Shout out, little ones. And
Thank you.
yeah, I didn't know that. So that's very cool. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Is there anyone that inspires you as far as in the industry, or someone could be a loved one, or just anything that you want to make an impact in the world that kind of drives you?
Yeah, I definitely I was born in Iran, and I we left when I was 4. And I would say, you know, sometimes when things feel tough, I reflect and I'm like, well, if I was in Iran right now, like I probably would not be able to do what I'm doing. And so what inspires me is that I have freedom here, and I have the ability to inspire hopefully other women that live in situations like women do in Iran, so that they can feel that either they can make a change within their own country, or if they have the ability to travel and live in another country, they can do that as well. But yeah, I would say like women's rights and women overall, and trying to like show that we can do whatever we want. That's what inspires me.
I love that so much. And there's just so much love for you. You're really making an impact on others. And I love that you're using your voice to help others out and to just make the world a better place.
Thank you.
It goes to show that one person can definitely make an impact.
I agree.
Was there anything else that you wanted to tell the viewers?
um Have a nice day.
I love it so much. It has been so much fun and such a pleasure. And I'm so excited to just follow your journey and to keep seeing all the amazing things that you're doing and to see all the amazing things that are coming up in your life and all these new procedures and all these new techniques that you are just, taking on.
Thank you so much.
It's very cool. Yeah. What is
Yeah, it
your
is.
favorite
It is. I
procedure to
love
do?
how, like, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
aesthetics has a lot of innovation, and there's always something new. Not always something good, but that's why you got to make sure you know what you're doing. You get educated. And aesthetics is always changing, and there's more and more people getting involved in it. And I think that's great because when I first started, versus now,
Yeah.
it's changed so much.
Wow. Wow. Is there something that you would tell someone who does want to get started in it and who wants to follow your path and who's really inspired, but they're kind of like, ooh, where do I go? Where do I start? How do I find my way?
That's a good question. Um, I would first start by taking a basic introductory course
Mhm.
to the world of aesthetics. There's a few that I recommend, and if they message me, I can let them know. Um, and then I also recommend, on top of that, to shadow, whether like a doctor, or if they're nurses, they can see if there's a possibility to shadow a nurse in the industry.
Mhm.
And then the third thing is to attend a conference in person.
I
And
love that.
again, there's a few conferences that I recommend, so just message me and I can let you
Very
know.
cool. Yeah, you're dropping so many gems today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there a certain procedure that is your favorite to do or also to have done to you?
Well, I mean, uh, we got the Cool Peel laser, and that one is just amazing. It's super quick, essentially painless. I mean, it does hurt a little, but we numb you, so it's not painless. And the results are amazing.
Wow. Okay, very exciting. I'm gonna have to look into that. I wish you were so close. I'm in Florida. I'm gonna have to
Well,
come visit
you
you
can
sometime.
fly over,
You're
or
right.
I have friends that live in Florida and I can refer you.
Okay, very cool. We'll
Yeah.
definitely have to keep in touch. Yes, I'm gonna have to make a trip to LA because I have some other friends that have been asking me to come say hi. So I'll have to pop in and visit you and get a treatment.
Do it.
I love it so much. Well, thank you. It has been such a pleasure. I'll let you get back. I know you've got such a busy day ahead because you are one busy lady. So I really appreciate you coming out and hanging out with me for a little bit and hanging out with the viewers.
Thank you. I
Thank
look forward to
you.
seeing this episode.
Yes, sounds good. Thank you
All right.
guys so much for tuning in. Thank
Take
you for
care.
illuminating the world one voice at a time. Lots of love and light. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank you, love. Take
Take
care.
care.